Hi, this is Todd. I'd like to take you through a quick tour of BunkerMail. Today we're going to talk about a couple of buttons at the top of BunkerMail.com. The first one is Inbox, and the second one is Enrollment. When you come to BunkerMail.com, the first thing you'll do is you'll click on your inbox day to day. First thing you're presented with is a personality chooser. In this case, I have multiple personalities on this computer, and I'm going to log in as info@globalcrypto.com. Now I'm going to authenticate to the website. We use Global Crypto's authentication, which is a very strong cryptographic authentication. There's a picture and a password. And the picture is important because it contains cryptographic keys. So every end user in this system has a cryptographic key pair that is stored locally on their machine. I'm going to type my password here. The password's never transmitted or stored. It's just used to unlock the cryptographic material that's inside of this digital image. When I click Sign In, we authenticate to the BunkerMail.com server, and we're in. It's a strong, bidirectional, multi-factor authentication. Everything that your security person would love to hear. So when you log in, it's just webmail. So there's an inbox, a sent box, a trash box. There's an address book. There's a personal address book as well as a corporate address book. And the corporate address book would be populated by your IT administrator, but info@globalcrypto is not a part of a corporate group, so there's none here. If my friends were online, these would be blue, and I could click on one of them and choose to chat with them, and that would be instant messaging. The way BunkerMail is a little bit different is when you open one of these messages, watch this ciphertext here. It gets decrypted right here on my machine. So because every end user in the system has crypto keys, I can encrypt on my machine. It goes all the way through the internet, and then it gets to your machine, whoever I sent it to, and then only then does it get decrypted. So you don't have to worry about who owns the machine, who owns the BunkerMail.com server, who has access to it, is the administrator trustworthy. It's encrypted end to end with keys that the end users hold. So likewise for these attachments, any attachments that you send in any format, zip, PDF, doc, Excel, images, we don't care, are encrypted end to end. And you notice here I can save this attachment just in the clear, or I could save it encrypted. And it would have .crypt extension, or cryptz if we were able to compress it, and you could save it right off to your desktop. Let's look at how you would enroll. So if I go back to BunkerMail.com, I see these buttons at the top. I click on Enroll. I'm asked for the email address that I want to protect. In this case, I'm going to re-enroll as info@globalcrypto.com. Now in a few seconds, I will get an email in info@globalcrypto.com's email box, and I'll get an invitation to come re-register. And here in my Outlook inbox is a notifier message from BunkerMail.com. Please do not reply to this email, but welcome to BunkerMail, an encrypted file transfer and messaging service on the web. Click here to retrieve your mail. So click here. Website opens up. You enter your name. Click Next. There's a picture and a password. You could override this if you want and pick a picture of your kids or your dog or something. I'm just going to take the default password, or the default image. I'm going to enter a password, and it has to be at least medium strength. Enter it a second time to make sure it matches. Click Next. At this point, my source image gets sent up to BunkerMail.com. It gets encoded with my cryptographic keys, a couple digital signatures, and it gets returned to me and placed on my machine where these flash web widgets can later retrieve them. For the end user, you really don't care. There's a picture, there's a password. All you really have to remember is the password. I'm going to click Get My Mail. I'm going to authenticate. We're in. And life is wonderful. If I click on my sent box here, one other thing, I can look and see if Frank has actually picked up these things that I sent him. And actually he has. Here's May 26th, a little bit in the afternoon. He picked this up. So I know I don't have to go harass him. So that is BunkerMail in the web browser. There's a couple other different form factors that BunkerMail can take. If you go to BunkerMail.com, there's two badges right on the front page. One of them is the desktop Air version, and this works on Mac, Linux, or PC, just like the web version. Anywhere there's Flash, except with the desktop version, you don't need a web browser. It just runs as a native application. And then there's also an Outlook plugin. So if you click on this Outlook plugin, this is what it looks like. There's a toolbar. You can click on Secure Message and compose an email. And then there's a file folder that's marked Secure Mail. You have an inbox, sent box, and a trash box. Let's take a look at what mine looks like real quick. If I log in, then I get my secure message. And I have access to my total Outlook address book. Send Frank a message. Quick note is in the clear. Anything you type in here is protected. You can put PCI or HIPAA info here. And then I could attach files. If I want to send Frank a picture. And then send it on. Very, very simple, very, very straightforward. So that is BunkerMail on a nickel tour. If you go to BunkerMail.com, click on pricing, you can see we sell this for $10 a month per email that you want to protect. It works for PC, Mac, and Linux. You get the web and desktop clients for that, any major browser, and you're good to go. If you have a corporate group, you can click here and contact us. We'll set you up with a corporate group. You get unified billing. It still starts at $10 per user a month. In volume, we can drive down the price a little bit. You get to set your own notification banners on the notifier emails. You get the Outlook plugin. We can also arrange an audit account for you so that every email that comes in or goes out of your group through the BunkerMail system gets blind carbon copied to an audit account. And then we can also use that to then archive your emails out to an encrypted archive in the cloud. You also get a corporate address book that your IT administrator can administer, and that's a great deal. And then if you have a project where you want to plumb BunkerMail into your existing web application, we have APIs for that in .NET and Java primarily. Just give us a call, and we'd be happy to discuss your project. Best way to contact us is either through the phone, 678-855-6116, or email us at sales@globalcrypto.com. Thank you for your time, and we hope to see you soon.